No, wait, right, left. Okay, right there. Hold it. Next game up. Mug shots.
My name is Tatsnako. I talk about crap on the internet. You wanna help? Come on in. We figured out about their bullcrap. Now we got them in lockup. They're all guilty as hell. Let's get into it. Well, maybe VTuber hate does exist. Except all of the VTuber hate is coming from other VTubers. Wouldn't you know it? Isn't that funny? Part of me is very glad that this has brought this out of them, because it's given people another opportunity once again to see just how cliquey the VTuber industry, if you could call it that, is. The VTuber career path. What these people do. They're all playing the game, and that is why Sinder got called out for also playing the game when it's what they do. All of them do it. If you think that they're not doing the exact same thing, I don't know what to tell you. But the VTuber community is a hive mind where if you have the wrong take or the wrong opinion, if you have the wrong thought, wrong think, then they will cancel you. Like they've done to Sinder over here. Despite the fact that her crime was being mean to people, okay? It's very funny them talking about, oh, you're trying to ruin other people's careers, blah, blah, blah. You know, she was doing shady stuff and all that, blah, 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 all that business. I'm not trying to demean any of that, but maybe I am, because maybe it's not that deep. Maybe they've done the exact same thing in doing all of this. Shylily's little public virtue signal online, what was that for? That was to, you know, put Sinder under the ground, because when Shylily says something, they're like, oh my God, it was Shylily that said something. She never comments on drama. That means that she is the patron saint of the VTuber community, and that everything that she says is right. And so now we're at this point in time where, you know, Sinder hasn't said anything as of the making of this video. And I know it sounds like I've got an angle here. I kind of do, actually, I think. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm doing this video off script because I want you to see how I really think. I'm not going to pull any punches on this. I'm just saying it like it is. And the funny thing is, some people acknowledge some of the stuff that I'm saying, some of the stuff that I'm thinking, because there was one, I think it was School Chan, whatever, I forgot what her name is. There's a clip of her talking about how people will forget about it and people will move on just like that.
Yeah, the document was out and everyone was just very loving and supportive. So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant about saying that if she would come back, there wouldn't be anyone supporting her. I am like 90% sure that there... I'm not saying that it would be the same, right? But she could still get an audience. Check her offline chat, people sending hearts. Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to understand that there must be people who don't like the other girls, right? Because not everyone can like everyone. So if, let's say that you like a creator and she over another creator you don't like or don't care about, then what does it matter to you? Right?
And I think the reason why it's so easy to do that is because it is so minimal. People have gotten canceled for so much worse. Supposedly, though, sometimes cancellation itself is just stupid because they're just canceling people for... The reason that people cancel online, okay, is because they don't like those people. They just genuinely hate them, or they're trying to get them out of the way because it's just business. They were, you know, they were mocking her for saying it's just business or whatever. But the thing is, that's exactly how these VTubers think. They think exactly like that. Shylily writes that post up. Oh, if I write this little post up and everybody, you know, spreads it around, she'll be out of the way and I can take some of her viewership and I can do this and that and money, money, money. Look at me, and bam. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that. But that's what I think is happening here. That's what I think is going on. When I say all of these VTubers are doing this, what I mean is that these VTubers that are coming out to publicly comment on the drama, because you look down in that Cinder post and you'll see the names. You'll see these names pop up. It was, when I saw them, it was the same names that popped up when Fruit put out her post. They were saying, "Oh, Fruit, you're so brave, girl. Oh my God." And they were saying all that stuff about Fruit, and you know, they all come out, they're all synchronized. They all come out in a synchronized way. So synchronized that you would think that it is astroturfed engagement or something, that, you know, these people are so synchronized that it's fake. But it is not the engagement that is fake, it is the people that are fake. And you can see all of their names down in the bottom of that Cinder post. Thing is, too, look at this post. This is interesting. This guy, 3RNO. He says, "I didn't know Cinder was actually the biggest earner on Twitch. No wonder they were so eager to demolish her over this." They have a motive, people. Though I do think that some people saw Bao and Tricky, those two I've seen videos of crying, and then when they saw that, it had they're acting emotionally instead of logically. So they're like, "Oh, if you say this or that, then you are the devil. How can she do that to them?" They're thinking like that. They're thinking, you know, they can't reason. They can't logic. They can't understand. They're acting purely on emotion, not looking at the situation objectively. The thing is, in all of this, none of them seem to have reached out. Did any of you reach out to Cinder? Did any of you try to talk to her? Did any of you try to understand, to reason? And nobody came to her and said, "Hey, why did you do all that?" and blah, blah, blah. What's the issue? What's the problem? Nobody tried to stick it through and understand. Everybody just immediately, boom, she is the Antichrist. It's done with. Over. Send her out. Get her out of here. And one could say that's because they were eager to get her out so they could kick out the competition, start getting that money. That's what it looks like. That's really what it looks like. Looking at the video that Tricky, well, it's clipped into a video. It's a part of the stream when she was crying. It sounds like she wants Cinder to do a 180 and to change, you know.
And I really don't wish ill on Cinder and Red either, because we're all people. We all fuck up. But damn, like, we all make mistakes and we learn from them. Like, I don't like the idea of it being over. I don't like that. I really hate it. And I hope that things do get better. And then there's a lesson learned.
I think that possibly she might not be able to say it, but she can't be friends with Cinder if the others don't want her to, because the others want the money. Probably, maybe. I don't know exactly what their intentions are, but it very much so looks bad. It looks bad. Here's another little tweet, of course, which may be getting throttled by the algorithm because it's not exactly what people want to hear. But Comrade Dell, I often seen him saying some good stuff here on Twitter. Let's read this out. "Time to peeve people off and get canceled by being an A. Saying, quote, 'people got really hurt,' end quote, being said boggles my mind. From what I saw, it was mostly emotional damage and inconvenience. Cinder hurt feelings. Livelihoods weren't hurt. Here's why I'm an a-hole. Grow up." That's what he says. He goes on, continues saying, "How is it normal that the response to someone basically causing emotional damage and a bunch of inconveniences of various degrees is to utterly destroy their livelihood and basically ruin their life? How is this a reasonable response by any metric?" Now, see, all I'll say on this is that he knows, he's picking up that their goal was to cancel her. That's the goal, that's the plan. And I've seen people coming to this realization. There are some people that are saying, hold on, wait a minute. Why are they going this far with it? It's because that was the plan. The goal is the Google Doc gets put out. Then once the Google document's out, she has to make a response. She makes a response. Shylily dogs on her. And then it's all sunshine and rainbows from there. They get the money, and that's all they really need. That's all they really want. That's it. I don't know how far Nano's involvement goes with this. She could have been conspiring with them. I mean, we really want to get saucy with it. But something I found more interesting is some other information that Comrade Dell, with these all these tweets, if he wasn't tweeting about this, I wouldn't have been able to see it. Now, he says, quote, "Nanoless screwed over her clients and shared private info on them. She has 1K add-on for NDA in which she will keep work a secret, and she blames it on Red manipulating her. Cinder blames her behavior on Red manipulating her. Now that tempers have cooled. I feel this is funny." He says, in addition to that, the parallels are insane with the more information comes out. She screwed her clients and betrayed their trust, and somehow she's free from repercussions, pitied and protected because popular VTubers told you so. Absolutely bollocks, he says. I'm just shaking my head at this point. I think that's completely a fair point to make. She's being, quote, treated as a victim, but the thing is, in leaking the information, that was also a breach of trust. Two wrongs don't make a right. Unless you are a VTuber, then they do, I guess. Anyway, fellas, that's about all I got to say on it. Make your mind up on the situation however you will, but whatever you do, do not let anyone else dictate your opinion. Your opinion is your own. They can't take it away from you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Tux Naku. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out. God bless.